Picture this: a magnificent ship dubbed Unsinkable, sailing across the vast Atlantic Ocean on a moonless night in April 1912. The passengers, from wealthy socialites to hopeful immigrants, were living their own stories aboard the most luxurious vessel ever built. Little did they know they were about to become part of history's most famous maritime disaster. The RMS Titanic was a marvel of human engineering, constructed in Belfast, Ireland by Harland and Wolff shipyards. She was the pride of the White Star Line, stretching an impressive 882 feet long. That's nearly 4 city blocks. On her maiden voyage, she carried 2,124 passengers and crew, each with their own dreams and destinations. At the helm was Captain Edward Smith, born in Stoke-on-Trent, England, a seasoned sailor with 40 years of experience at sea. This was meant to be his final voyage before retirement, a grand farewell to a distinguished career. The ship's passengers were a microcosm of society. 324 first-class passengers enjoyed unprecedented luxury, while 709 third-class passengers dreamed of new beginnings in America. The crew numbered 885, from stokers feeding the massive boilers to musicians who would play until the very end. But fate had other plans. On that fateful night of April 14th, the Titanic encountered what seemed at first like just another iceberg. But this was no ordinary ice formation. Rising approximately 100 feet above the water's surface, this was just the tip, literally. Scientists estimate that 90% of the iceberg lurked beneath the waves, making it roughly the size of a 10-story building turned upside down. What's often overlooked is that this iceberg had likely been forming in Greenland for around 3,000 years, before breaking off and drifting into the ship's path. Nature had been preparing this obstacle long before the Titanic was even a blueprint. The collision, though seemingly gentle to many passengers, created a series of punctures below the waterline that would seal the ship's fate. It's a haunting reminder of human hubris, how our greatest achievements can be humbled by nature's raw power. The Titanic's story continues to captivate us, not just because of the scale of the tragedy, but because it represents something deeply human: the eternal tension between our grandest ambitions and our ultimate vulnerability.